I don't think that the Trump administration, or President Trump in particular, have any interest in regime change in Nigeria. I don't think that is part of their foreign policy objective, to use force to remove Tinubu from power, as some people are speculating. I think what we are simply seeing is diplomatic pressure. And I don't even think that the US government has any incentive to engage militarily in Nigeria. I think what is going on is just diplomacy at work. That is my assessment of the situation. And it is an honest assessment. I don't think that there will be actual military action in Nigeria. I don't envisage that. I'm not ruling it out, but I don't envisage that. Now, do I support military, the deployment of military force in Nigeria? I don't. I don't think we need foreign intervention in Nigeria. I don't think that the West is going to solve our problem. But at the same time, we simply cannot continue on this trajectory, on this senseless trajectory of inaction, of government complicity, of our government emboldening killers, emboldening terrorists, giving them a free pass in the name of non-kinetic strategy. Something needed to happen. And it looks that as if this diplomatic pressure that Trump is mounting on Tinubu, on the Nigerian government, is going to be effective in some way, hopefully so. If this is just an act of diplomatic pressure, I support it entirely. So all this argument about Nigeria being a sovereign country, rather, oh, why are you designating Nigeria as a country of particular concern? Oh, it is our internal affairs. For me, it simply does not hold water. Because where is the evidence of the sovereignty? Is it territorial sovereignty? When they are telling us that these terrorists are largely foreigners from Niger and the Sahel region, from Libya and so on, that is what they have been telling us over the years. So where is the territorial sovereignty? When communities in Nigeria have been invaded, taken over by terrorists who are imposing ransoms on those communities, something needed to happen. These killings have to stop. The victims, be they Christians or Muslims, are Nigerians. The government has a responsibility under Section 14 of our Constitution to guarantee life. That is the primary responsibility of government, which the Tinubu administration has failed. It has failed. It has failed embarrassingly so. Something needed to happen. We simply cannot continue like this. So to simply dismiss what is going on, that those of us that are not coming out to say the US should not have an opinion that are unpatriotic, is nonsense. Nobody hates Nigeria more than Nigerian politicians. They despise this country, and the evidence of that is clear. When you have a president that goes abroad for headache to treat all sort of things, even without disclosing to us, all our politicians are going abroad for medical care. The lawmakers, the governors, all of them, they are acquiring properties abroad, sending their children abroad. Mentally, they have seceded from Nigeria. So this fake patriotism they are preaching to us, I simply do not get it. Oh, they are coming to steal our resources. The resources have already been stolen. It has been stolen. They have fleeced the country. The country is broke. They are borrowing to fund their corruption. They are borrowing to fund their ostentatious life. So let us stop pretending, oh, that this regime cares about the country.
Now that we have your attention, will you act or will you let us be invaded? For years we have cried out to the Nigerian government, take our lives seriously, but somehow other things have always seemed more urgent. Our children die in the arms of their mothers. Our men disappear on the roads to nowhere. We have begged for safety, not sympathy, for action, not awareness. And now, because of a threat, a tweet, the world suddenly listens. But tell me, will you finally act now that someone else's microphone has amplified our pain in a way that is not desirable? Or will you, as always, wait for another tragedy to trend before remembering your people? Let me be clear. This is not a Christian issue. It is not a Muslim issue. Nigeria bleeds from both sides of her faith. When I say the North, I am not talking about Muslims. The North is also home to Christians, to traditional believers, to people of every creed and calling. And the North has suffered deeply. Boko Haram, banditry, abductions, terrorism, hunger. But so has the South. Oil bunkering in the Niger Delta, separatists, movements, ritual killings, cult violence, kidnappings. Every corner of this country carries its own scar. This is not a religious war. I repeat, this is not a religious war. It is a human one, and we are all under siege. I come from a family that holds both the cross and the crescent in the same embrace. We do not fight each other. We protect one another. And that is the Nigeria I know. A country of shared meals and mixed prayers. A place where brother and sister are not religious titles, but human ones. To those celebrating the US cares, ask yourself, when has their intervention ever been swift or sweet? When has it ever left peace instead of pieces? History reminds us that what often comes wearing the robes of rescue hides the interest of power underneath. We cannot let our sovereignty be traded for sympathy. We cannot let foreign attention dictate our reality. If they truly cared, they would have cared before now, when thousands were dying off the cameras without the politics of pity. This is the time to stand together, Muslim, Christian, North and South, not to turn against one another. Let us not let the world define our pain through the narrow lens of their interests. Nigeria's unity is not for negotiation. Our peace is not a pawn. And if the world insists on watching, then please, I beg you, my fellow citizens, let them watch us rise together. Yeah, rise together. I repeat, this is not a religious war. It is a human one.